Welcome to the Nerdlag Game Club podcast, a video game podcast where we all play the same game and then we talk about it. I'm Corey and I'm joined by four party members today: Lauren,
Hello.
Tunza,
What's up?
Danboy,
EO.
and Hipker.
Hello.
In this episode of the Game Club, we're fighting demons with metal music and playing Brutal Legend. This was our game for the month of February. Brutal Legend was released on October 13th, 2009, and was released on the PS3, Xbox 360, PC, Linux, and Mac. Brutal Legend was developed by Double Fine and published by EA. Double Fine developed they have quite a bit of games, but some of the more notable ones are Psychonauts, Costume Quest, Grim Fandango, and The Cave. I'm going to give a quick summary of the story to the game, but before that I want to give the spoiler warning, and I would recommend playing Brutal Legend before listening to this episode. In Brutal Legend, we play as Eddie Riggs, the world's best roadie for the world's worst heavy metal band. When he's crushed by the set at one of their shows, his blood leaks into this belt buckle, summoning Omegodon? I think that's how it's said.
Yeah.
A giant demon that transports Eddie into the heavy metal world. We're then tasked with saving that world by completing various tasks, and that's kind of all I got for story without going too much into it, so I'm going to throw it over to Tunza, where he's going to talk about the gameplay and mechanics for Brutal Legend.
Okay, there's a lot, but also so little. Gameplay, your melee, your typical basic attacks are attacking with your axe, and then you shred with your other axe, the guitar, for solos, to summon the guys, summon your car. You go around the car, collect things, like you free a bondage dragon, or visit vistas that might show you the rock right next to you, or in the motorways where you can upgrade. You go through that. But the gameplay basically is just a hack and slash mixed with a light RTS in certain stages where you control troops and have them go take towers and fight other people. Not sure how much more gameplay wise.
There's a
Is
lot
that
of
about it?
You have like the car missions, like you drive with a car.
Oh, the car missions, the hunt where you go through and kill like so many animals or wildlife. It's a side quest, and then you get the ambush side quest where they're like, "Hey, dude, we're in an ambush." And he's like, "Who are you guys ambushing?" And then you just beat the shit out of some guys real quick. There's the weird mortar mission where you like drive, and he's like you fire mortars on the group. It's like a tower defense in a way. You're just driving and dropping the mortars. But for the most part, it's driving around to each mission and either defending a point or moving on. I'm trying to think of how to describe everything else.
I mean, that kind of covers it. It's pretty heavily into like the melee, like RTS, and then it throws like all that other random shit in there.
It's all like we had in like a off podcast talk, but we talked about how it's like a jack of all trades. It took a lot of pieces from games of that era and just made them put them in. It's very weird.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it a little more later, just as we talk about parts or whatever. But we'll move on to Lauren, where she's going to tell us about the art for Brutal Legend.
So the world has like giant stone swords stuck in the ground. One of the scenes had a wall of amps. The spider area has big like mechanical spiders where the webs look like they're made from metal. Some of the guys even have like big thick necks from headbanging the wall for forever, which made me laugh when I seen that. When they were trying to design the world, they were basically told to take images that you might see on album covers, and that was like the big driving like main focus was we wanted to look like it would come straight off of an album cover, like skull-faced mountains, devils with like succubi, fire pits, stuff like that, and just make the world around it. They also had a faction that never made it into the game when I was looking on their website. They said that it could have shown up in a sequel if they would have done it, but they obviously haven't. They were called the Hot Rod Loving Motor Freaks, which were described as being the most cartoony in some ways and really weird. They did concept art for it that they posted. I just put it in the chat if you guys want to take a look at it, but I think they're really cool, and I kind of wish they would have made it in there.
Oh, they're like the racing guys. Like when you do that side mission.
Yeah,
I was wondering why
very,
you look so weird.
yeah, very cartoony. That's what they were supposed to be, just another faction that you would run into.
Oh.
I like them.
Yeah, they're definitely neat for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of did that race. You like pull up to his car, and he has like mufflers for his mouth, like teeth. And I was like, that's so weird. But then I was like, okay, Armageddon is like a metal thing too, and I was like, maybe it's just the people.
Heavy metal
Yeah.
world,
Cool.
man.
Whenever when you upgrade your like soldiers in the RTS thing, they get like mufflers and stuff on them.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess like all in all, it really felt like this world would be like what people would think a stereotypical like metal fan would like. So I think the art was like a huge plus. It definitely felt like they put some love and attention to detail in there.
I would say the only other thing to add would be like everyone's like super unproportional. Like
Yeah.
Eddie Riggs has like massive torso with like little legs. Like the girls, like the little shooter girls in your army, they're like the most normal looking out of anything in this entire game.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep.
But yeah, overall, I think the art's pretty neat. It'd be cool to see it like rendered now.
It
Agreed.
looks so weird.
I would love
But,
to
like-
see it done with now like technology.
Like everybody's still the same. Like they didn't try to fix it, but they just high res. Crazy.
Might actually be able to find collectible. All right, let's move on to sound and music, which is a huge portion of this game. So, Dan, what do you got for sound and music for Brutal Legend?
I mean, you got like your guitar, like Tenta said, you attack with it. You do like your little bone. Oh, I don't remember what they're called. The like,
Solos.
yeah, the solos for stuff. Everything's kind of based around sound for this fucking game. You got all the amps, you got all the guitar strings for like the spider stuff. The soundtrack for this game has 20 songs, which were all made for the game itself. And then you can also unlock 107 actual songs from like different bands like Motley Crue, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. I don't think I know any of these other people. Oh, Tenacious D, obviously, because Jack Black. Yeah, that's about all I really got for you for the music. I don't know what else to really mention about the music because, yeah.
It's one of those things where this could either be your favorite or the thing you hate the most about the game is like the music that plays. If you're into metal, you probably are if you're playing this game, but if you're into metal, you're going to love the soundtrack. If you hate metal, then you are going to hate everything in this game because it's all metal.
Oh, yeah.
The whole point of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're playing it, you probably like metal, but overall, the soundtrack is very good. I enjoyed listening to the music. Other than every time you would do something like interact with a collectible or get like a lore statue thing where it tells you the story, you'd come back to your car and it would change the song and it would make me so mad because I could never get too far into anything because you're always doing something.
I did like how they did the distance though from the car. Like you could hear the music always like around the car, but not like blaring.
Yeah. I guess I should have also mentioned the voice actors. You got Jack Black as the main guy. You have Ozzy Osbourne as, I don't remember what his actual name is in the game. It's like
Guardian of Metal or something like that.
Yeah, the Guardian of Metal. And then he's also, I think, I didn't do it. It's a side mission. It's like that father or whatever. And then Sharon Osbourne is like Bat Mother, and then their kid is one of the other Bat people or some shit I was reading. I didn't do that side mission, so I don't
You
know.
just kill bats in a cave.
Okay, fair. Then you also got Lion White and Darvius. They are played by a Rob Halford guy, which is in a band Judas Priest.
Judas
Yeah,
Priest
Judas
from
Priest.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I don't know. Sure.
That's all I know it as.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I don't
shit.
know. They have a couple songs in the game, but no one else. I figured like everybody would have been some musical talented person, but no. Most of them are just like voice actors.
Well, the one
I
guy,
think Lita Ford's in here.
yeah, Lita Ford is in it, and then the fucking Killmaster, like
Yeah.
that's I forget what his name is, but that's the lead singer of Motorhead.
Lemmy
Yeah,
Kilmister?
Lemmy, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember who that is.
that's the Killmaster, the guy that heals Ophelia.
Oh,
like, right
yeah.
at the beginning.
Oh yes. There's also that guy. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, but overall, I think sound design is probably the best part of this game for me. I like the voice acting than the music that plays in the game. But all right, let's open up. Hip, how about you start and tell us anything you want to talk about for Brutal Legend?
God, where do I start? Those whack as hell like skeletons that ride the horse. Hate those guys.
Reapers.
When I tell you, I did not die throughout that entire game until the final fight where she would summon 4 of those and then they would insta-kill me and I did not have a chance to attack them. And I think that's the only time I got pissed at the game. I was contemplating quitting the game and just not finishing it at that point.
Where?
'Cause it
You
happened-
finished it.
It happened probably for a good 15 minutes straight.
Yeah, that part
Other than
has
that,
like
I enjoyed everything besides like the last 2 fights.
that fight with Ophelia is like a weird difficulty spike
Yeah,
because everything
That
else
fight
is
is-
super easy.
The final fight with the RTS part of it, I lost twice, and then I ended up just sitting there, and I farmed all the way to get the max level, and then I farmed to have max army size, and then I made sure I had max fans I could have.
Yeah, I don't think the fight with him, what's his name?
Oh, when you physically fight him like inside his tower thing, it was so easy.
That even
What
his
is-
RTS part is easy. It's just
I
the fight
kept
before it.
his RTS part. I
Admit-
kept losing because he would
his name?
summon he would spawn like all the tall people and then the people with the big like wrecking ball thing, and then they would take all my towers and I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Diviculous.
That's what it is. He's barely in the game, so
He's literally in it like twice. It's
I-
kind of crazy.
Had the hardest time with the last 2 RTS missions, and then
That's the only part I had bad
Visculus,
time.
his boss battle at the very end, I didn't really have a problem with. But I also was just trying to get through this fucking game. I
I didn't do a
Arg.
single side mission.
didn't do a single side mission. I didn't upgrade shit.
I didn't know you could upgrade stuff until like probably 5 hours in.
I didn't
kept
realize you
fu-
could upgrade like your little
Group.
Oh, I didn't realize that until the
minion
final
group
fight.
things. Yeah, same. I was like,
didn't
oh,
really-
that
feel like-
probably would
I
have
don't know if
helped me a
I was
little
just
bit.
dumb, but I feel like it didn't explain to me.
Yeah.
You had to
Also-
do that at the end. So
Didn't know where to go to upgrade my car or weapons for the longest time.
I feel like that's a mission.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
it's
they make
the
you
one
do that?
mission where you escort the bus for the first time. It's like, hey
Yeah, 'cause I
man,
was
you
like,
have to
I
have
did that
these
same thing.
guns.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know where to go either. Even whenever it like zooms in and like shows you, I could not find that place. I had to like watch it actually zoom in from where I was standing to find it.
You guys just didn't do any
Oh, I didn't
the
do
rituals and
shit.
stuff.
Oh hell no.
yeah, I'd already found the upgrade area before I even got to that mission.
Like I said, I was
I-
just trying to get through it, man.
Yeah, I
I
passed
fucking
it, I
hated
didn't
it.
know what it
I hated
was.
my time.
That's crazy.
I did.
I really disliked the way people moved in the game. It was like slower than everything else. Like their movements. It was like like the game ran at like 60 FPS and then everybody moved at like 20 FPS. It hurt my brain.
Oh.
I do wish that like after you unlock your little like demon powers that you could have flew around the map, like
That'd be cool.
outside of missions instead of having to drive everywhere. Because that map is relatively large in terms of how slow you move.
Yeah.
So like
Agreed.
there was an area that I wanted to go back to, but it was like I was in the jungle and it was like all the way on the other side of the map, and I was like, ooh.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I don't know if
When
I'm gonna
you
drive all the way
when you
over
make
there.
the motorcycle and you like fight the spider queen thing, I was like, hell yeah, I get a motorcycle, I can move faster, then they take it from you right after.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know, did that fight bugged out for me and I had to restart that whole minute. Well, from a checkpoint.
In what sense?
You know when she goes up on like the wall and
Yeah.
she summons the little I killed all the spiders and she just would not come off the wall. I could not do anything. I sat there for like 5 minutes trying to figure out what to do. There's nothing in the arena, so I just reset my thing.
I didn't have any issues with it.
Yeah,
That was the only issue I had the entire time.
the only issue
I had an
had,
issue.
and I think Lauren had it too. So go ahead.
Oh no, this was a different one. I left my game on for 6 hours, paused, and and when I came back to it and hit unpause, my game would not have any audio at all. I had to do the whole Ophelia fight at the end with no sound.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
No, I
Uh,
was like, oh
You
my
didn't-
god.
You didn't try to like restart your game or something?
I was already halfway through it.
Mm,
I
I
want to
guess that's
restart
fair.
it. I did have to restart the whole like close my game, relaunch it just to get it to work when after that fight.
It's probably like well, I was gonna say maybe it's not like coded where it's like if you aren't in like if you're not progressively going through like loading screens, the music doesn't like loop for like
Maybe.
infinitely.
Yeah, maybe.
But if you like finish that and like went through like a loading screen and it still wasn't, then I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just a weird one-time thing.
well, probably just broke
Yeah.
because it sat there for 6 hours.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like almost an 18-year-old game.
Oh yeah, it was
So, like,
probably a one-off. I just had to mention it because that kind of sucked doing it in silence.
You should just turn on your own music, unfitting, just real emo stuff.
Yeah.
Should've.
Like pop music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Chris
Lady
Brown.
Gaga. Chris Brown, can you run it, or whatever.
My only thing that I really noticed was during like the early cutscenes with Lars, I would get this random black line, almost
Same.
like something was like being stretched, like a polygon, like across the screen. So like during the whole
I think it
cutscene,
was
there's
your
just like a
character's
black line.
hair.
Is that what
Oh,
it was?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think so.
And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, it's not like really affecting anything. And then as soon as the cutscene's done, it went away. But I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So like during that whole thing, he's like giving a speech and he just has like just a black line across his face. And I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Also, I wanted to say the entire time I was playing, and you would see Lion White. He just reminded me of Gita from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like the champion girl with her hair fucking everywhere. That's all I could picture the entire time I was playing.
My brain immediately went to like Twisted Sister, like the band.
Oh, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, is that who that is? And then I realized how uneducated I am about music from that era.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
the Gita.
so the side missions, I did a handful. I tried to do at least one of each. The ambush side missions are the most pointless thing for the reward that you get. So you mentioned it. So you talk to like a bunch of dudes, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna ambush these group of enemies," and they're like, "You want to help?" And you're like, "Yeah, I guess." And then you kill like 3 enemies. It takes way too long, and then you get another cutscene where they're like, "Hell yeah, best ambush ever!" And then you get like 5 upgrade points.
I think
I'm-
it was like 20.
Is it that many?
Yeah,
It's
it's quite a
still
bit. Also,
it-
you just use the face melting solo until you get to the later people, and there's like they won't like they'll.
Oh, I used that up like the entire time.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
The final fight, I would fly up in the, I would run around, away until it would come back, and I would jump in a crowd of enemies and use it. And it would kill all of them.
Yep, that's what I did.
But yeah, it's one of those cases where like for how much you get out of it, it just didn't feel like it was worthwhile to me anyway.
I did none of them, so I didn't even know they gave you. I felt like I had
Understand.
plenty. But then again, all I bought was the higher damage axe, and I think that's it. I think that's all I did.
I got the electric
Hey.
axe.
Yeah, same. That's the one I was using.
I saw one that said it increased damage, and I went, I want that one. I used it the whole time.
Yeah,
I
use
grabbed
that.
the axe. That was the head of the beast thingy in the beginning of the game or whatever. It's like the Ohm
Oh,
god
is it
and
the free one?
thing. Yeah, the free one. Yeah, I just used
That,
it.
I don't think it did anything.
No, I don't think it
was
did
just
anything either. I feel like that was probably my biggest issue.
Yeah, because the other ones do like more damage or like debuff or fire. The one I was using was like a chain lightning, so you'd hit one, it would hit all 4 enemies.
Yeah.
That probably would have been a little bit better, but no, I just saw one. I don't think that was an option whenever I like went to the upgrades originally. It was the problem. I never went back.
I don't think you get access to the lightning one until after you beat Lion White.
Yeah, I never went back to upgrade again.
You can get homing missiles for your car.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I just
just-
had a little machine gun.
I had my
Yeah, you get-
machine guns, and then I spit fire on. I spit like the blood. I had the blood the whole time.
yeah.
See, I had the fire, but I never used it because no one was ever beside me, so that seemed really pointless to me.
Those missions drive me crazy because they're way too long and there's no challenge.
Like
Like,
the
if you just
enemies are
hol-
too slow.
Yeah, if you just hold the machine gun down, like you never get into a situation where you're like, "Oh, I might lose."
Oh, see, I did have an issue with the one. I was
Like the
What?
horse guys. Is that the one you had
Yeah.
an issue with. Yeah, they would
yeah,
just
yeah.
spawn like crazy, and then they would just not move. It was weird.
Oh, no, see, I was driving, and then there's the one part where it's like to the right, there's like the cliff it goes up, and then the bus kind of goes to like the left on like the lower path. I was behind it, and then the ghost rider horse guy like came up beside me and bumped me, and it shot me across onto the cliffside, and I couldn't get back down.
Oh, it's crazy.
So then I lost, and I was like, oh, well, now I have to restart this entire mission all over again.
That also happened to me at one point, but also for that mission, I would keep my car still, and I would just do the blood next to me, and they would come up next to me. I would just kill them that way.
Yeah.
That's basically what I ended up doing with the fire. So you guys didn't collect any of the statues,
What statues?
like the dragons bound.
I saw one, and it was during a mission. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to unbind you," and I was like, "This isn't part of the mission," and I walked away.
You just
I sat there and I-
the fire.
I'm not gonna lie, I walked up to it and went, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this.
I
so I
smacked
walked
it a few
away
times,
and never
nothing
touched him again.
Yeah, I smacked it a few
that-
times. Nothing happened, and I walked
That's
away.
funny.
There's the one that's like right outside of Blade Hedge, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the main like place at the very beginning. There's one relic statue thing like right outside of there that I got. That's I think the only one. Because it was right there. And then I got it and nothing happened. I was like, all right, I don't care about these things.
Yeah, the bounded dragons, for every 10 you get, you like get a little bit of a buff.
It increases your
So-
stats by like 10%.
Yeah, so you can get like
Stats?
so you can get like
What's
more
stats?
health regeneration.
Huh.
I think
Is
something
there
with
like
the
a
troops.
stats like menu to show me my stats?
Yeah, and
There
the
was.
pause menu.
Oh,
Was
nice.
Yeah, and it told you like how many distance you traveled, how many.
Oh, I did
enemies you
see that.
killed,
Yes.
Who, like, which, like which faction you were attacking the most? Because we're on
There's
patrol.
factions?
I wasn't gonna ask the same thing.
There's
Well,
factions?
Yeah,
What do you
every
mean? Like
every
the
unit
lion?
is a faction, basically.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought they were just part of the
people, the
same-
demons.
I thought they were just part of the same coalition of demons.
I knew that they weren't like part of the same because Lionheart's like, hey man, I've been protecting this place from big old Devokius.
I thought they were all working for
You've s-
Big Daddy Sephiroth demon guy.
You said his
No.
name like 10 different ways, and I kind of love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like any like big moment, like where you get like new units are like a different faction. So like the
Okay. I mean, fair, I guess.
with the Killmasters guys is a faction, and then the
The
Jungle
girls are a faction.
Girls, the faction, the ones that like ride the dogs.
Yeah.
Your long distance shooter ones were a faction.
Long distance shooter.
Like
The girls?
The girls, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
I
kind
don't know, I
of
just-
up.
I just kind of like grouped them kind of together. Didn't really think about them as different factions. But fair.
They're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so outside of the Bounded Dragons, you have like those like lore statues. They're like the Omegoden like statues. And you just like do the little like I don't know what that move was called. It's like the ground pound shockwave thing.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's like you like hit the guitar and axe button at the same time, and you like
Oh, yes. Yep.
so like that unlocks them, and then they just give you kind of like lore of the world, which unlocks new songs. Like that's like you get songs that way too.
Mhm.
And then you have the little like relic things.
Like the
Which-
metal relics.
Yeah, which
Seems
I
like nothing.
don't think they did.
They
anything.
gave you points.
And then
Usually
same with
do.
like the scenery, like outpost things.
Mhm.
And then you had the solo tablets that gave you like new things to do, like new like moves and such, like the
Yeah,
face
like-
melter and the zeppelin.
There's like a Zeppelin one that calls in a flaming Zeppelin that crashes to the
like
ground.
army
Oh, that's cool.
commands, I think.
Yeah, like
Follow
rally
me or
here,
whatever. Yeah.
come here.
Well, I thought that was just part of the.
There was
story
one that just
stuff.
puts up like a roadblock to like stop troops from coming.
Oh, I don't know. I never had that one.
I ended up getting them all. Trying to remember. There was the one that stuns them, like stuns like the boss people. So I used it during like the affiliate fight to just stun her, beat the shit out of her, so she wouldn't spawn again.
I don't know if I should save this, but this is like the most average game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't excel in like anything, but it's also not bad in anything either. It's just like the most average experience I've ever had.
That's fair.
I agree. I did, however, feel like I was just watching a Jack Black TV show because I did it in 2-hour like blocks,
Hmm.
which I kind of liked.
I like that it was Tenacious D Jack Black, not current
Yeah.
Jack Black, like Claptrap.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, there's like what do we figure? There's 22 main missions in the game,
Yep.
and there's like 120 side
22?
missions.
Is it 120?
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
if you were to play this game, you would get probably a ton of time in it to drive around and do each one of the side missions.
Oh, if you collect all the things, there's 120 statues.
Yeah, and there's also 120 side missions.
Is there really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yep. Because there's an achievement for completing all of them.
Ugh.
And I was like, that would take forever. And
I didn't really-
so I talked to Lauren
Mhm.
about this a bit, but like, why is there not a fast travel?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought that the markers on the map that show like where the side missions are, I thought those were fast travel points, and then I realized they weren't. I was upset.
So I don't think they need to give them to you right away, but like every time you like conquer all the missions in an area, you should be able to fast travel back to that area. Or like
Hey.
fast travel me to like the Guardian of Metal things. Something that would make it a little bit faster to go from one side of the map to the other.
Agreed.
I don't feel like that's a big
Especially
ask.
to go collect this stuff. Because I was like, the story just progresses. So you don't really backtrack besides like that one or two missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, it's fine. It's like if you are gonna give me all these things to collect and all these side missions to do, like, you should at least let me fast travel to like I said, like just do like the Medal of Guardian thing, or Guardian of Metal. Like just if you find those, you can fast travel to them. Boom, there you go. Your problem solved.
In my head, I was like, I didn't even try. So I was like, is there not? Like,
No,
was there
there's
fast travel?
no, there's not
No.
fast travel. They want you
Unless
to get in
there
your
is, and we're
car.
all just stupid.
That's why I was like, is there?
I
don't think there was
looked.
there's not a solo.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I looked to see if I could, and it never did anything. So, yeah, it seems like a missed opportunity. They want you to drive that car and listen to all the metal music they paid probably way too much money to get the rights for.
I'm actually surprised. Like, they must have did a really good like deal because the game hasn't been pulled, and that's usually what ends up being pulled because some of these game companies want like the license again, like they would be renewed.
Yeah, I mean, they pull things like, just over one copyright, like music or something, like in the game,
Mhm.
and then the physical copy of that game goes up like 3,000%.
I would say that's how DBD is with some of their like killers. A lot of them they lose the license and they get pulled where you can't buy them anymore. Like I think Michael Myers is like that, and Pinhead is in that.
Probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah, and
Maybe
then
Michael Myers is soon because they're making their own like game DVD like game now.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's more like Friday the 13th game that they had.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just interesting that you're right, Tunza, that this is just good to go still. So I guess if you own a
What?
physical copy of Brutal Legend,
I do.
hang on to it.
I do. I mean, it helps that a lot of like the voice actors or like bands have like a role in the game, so maybe they were just more open to it.
Yeah, we'll see. One of these days, it might get pulled.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I didn't realize this was an EA published game. So.
Same.
Checks out.
Yikes. All right. Well, I'm okay. Did you guys have anything else?
No.
No.
All right. So now we'll move on to see how long it took each one of us to complete the game. And just because I feel like it, Lauren, how long
I
did it
knew it was
take
coming.
you to finish Brutal Legend?
So about that. If you look at Steam, it says 13.6 hours.
Oh damn.
But I
Jeez, you did a
left my-
lot.
I left my game paused for 6 hours while we were gone. So I want to say more like 7.6. Right around there.
Yep.
Round it up to 8.
That's fine.
Mine
You can
was-
round it up to 8. I don't care.
For rounding, mine's 6.
Okay,
Mine's
all right. We don't
6.1.
round down.
We
It's
only
6.1.
round up, so 7 for Hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan.
What the hell? Dan should be 8 then.
6.7 hours. So round that down to 6.
Tunza.
I got 7.1.
And I have 8.1, and I had a hell of a time getting this to work with my controller, and I don't understand why it had to go through Steam itself to fix it.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues.
Same.
Yeah, when I went to do
Yeah.
it originally, it would let me control through the menus, but none of my buttons would work. And then when I went to remap it in the actual options of the game, it froze and crashed.
That
Every
sounds
time.
like me and Alice Madness Return, another EA title.
Yeah, so then I had to go into the Steam page and do it that way. And then I got it to work, but all my buttons were like wrong. It was like, hit this button. I'm like, well, that's actually square because I'm using this controller. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, what was the average? Like 9, I think
I don't know. I didn't look.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was around 9.
Not 9 hours is average.
All right. Well, we're all under. So each episode, we go around and we find out if we would recommend the game we're playing and why or why not. So since tons have picked this, how about you tell us if you'd recommend this game and why or why not?
Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, I'm also biased because I played this when it came out, and it lived up to what I remember. It was a solid, fun time. I don't recommend going straight through, like plowing through the whole game. Playing spurts so you're not burnt out. And that's about it. If you like early Jack Black, I guess this is also your style. This would be like a little bit after the Tenacious D stuff. So yeah, I recommend it.
Lauren?
I'd recommend it just because I enjoyed feeling like I was watching an early Jack Black TV show. I'm not a huge fan of like the RTS stuff, so that was like okay. But I enjoyed the story. So I would say yes.
And Hip?
So I personally would not, because I don't like hack and slash games, and that's all this really is, kind of just like glorified hack and slash. I also think some of the humor and bits they have is severely dated. I'll be so real and honest.
It's the best part about
Is that it's dated?
it. Yeah.
Like at the very beginning when he goes to cuss and it makes the pop-up window appear, and it's like to have like not censored audio. The
Love
option's
that.
like it's like, oh, I want to hear every filthy syllable and word you say. It's like, I don't need that.
I loved it.
Different generation.
Yep. That's exactly it.
So
Dan?
I would not recommend it because, gosh golly, I hated it. I hated having to go every which way. I felt like missions were just like, hey, go to this area, do this mission. Now, I'll meet you back at this other place. Come meet me whenever you're ready. And it's like, why don't they just like kind of like intersect? I feel like there was no intersection between missions. It was just, get this shit done. I'll meet you here when you're ready.
because
It's
they
like,
wanted you to do the collectibles.
Well,
they
that's fine,
made
but
200 of them.
it could have done like a break or just have like missions connect together instead of just having 22 individual missions.
I absolutely hated how much you had to run around.
I mean, I don't really think he ran
Fair.
around all that much. Probably in the car.
Well, yeah.
All
but
right, guy.
I'm also not going to recommend it just solely based on the fact that I've said it. It's like the most average game. It doesn't do anything that makes me want to come back to it, but it's also doesn't do anything that I'm like, man, this is awful. I really like the soundtrack. I like the art style. Everything else is kind of be to desire, you know. There's I want more combos like in Melee. I want it to change up, and it never does. I want the RTS to expand a little bit more, and it never does. I want the racing, like the car stuff, to expand, and it never does. So I personally didn't mind playing through it. Would I tell somebody else to play it? Probably not. So yeah, it's a not recommend, but I'm kind of in the middle. Like, it's all right. But let's see if people agree with us. And we're going to take a look at some of the reviews. Usually we scour the pages of Steam and see if we can find some reviews that are either good, bad, or funny. So, Hip, do you have anything for us?
Yeah, actually. So Harley, literally 4 days ago, February 22nd, they gave it a negative review and said, just play until you meet Ozzy, then uninstall. I want you to know this guy has 19 hours in the game, so he definitely played way after he met Ozzy.
Liar.
You get there in like the first like hour and a half at most.
As soon as you get into free
you
roam,
do
you
it
can
immediately.
Yeah.
It has a lot of good reviews, but a lot of them are just people that are talking about how good like metal music is in it, and
It's
that they want a
nostalgia
second
game.
one.
I feel like that's
Like-
all I'm seeing too. Is it's just a nostalgia game.
Yeah, then the people that are doing negative reviews are like, oh, it's just an average, mediocre game. Like, it doesn't have any good parts besides the music, really.
I remember when I played a little bit of this when it came out, and I don't know if that was right when it released or shortly after, but I remember it being better then, and I don't know if that's because of the standard of gaming has increased since then, but this time around I'm like, I kind of remember this being better.
I think it's one of those weird situations where like I probably liked it a lot because it did so much different stuff like back then, but now I'm like, oh well, it didn't do any of these stuff good.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
it's just like,
like-
okay, here, average.
Yeah, well, also back then it's like most games didn't want you to play for a long time. This gave you like a reason to kind of explore. I mean, all you had was like RP, like Oblivion or something. It's like there was no like middle ground. But I also just think it's because it's like just like you said, the most average game. So it just did everything. It's like, oh, you could race and you can do this and do that.
I wish it was just an RTS. I feel like I would have had a lot more fun with just an RTS.
I would have hated it.
I think if they would have expanded the RTS portion of the game and made it just RTS, I would have probably liked it a lot too.
I did want to just play an actual RTS
Like,
after
yeah,
I
like
finished
a
it. I was like
a better one,
Yeah, I want to play like
Yeah.
Halo Wars or something now.
fucking StarCraft
or Goblin Commander.
Commander.
Such a good one. Was there any funny reviews, or is it just split right down the middle?
Not
But
really.
It seems like there's a lot of new reviews after Ozzy Osbourne like passed.
Yeah.
So like any of there's like an influx of reviews. Everything's from like that I seen as I went down like from as much as like last week. So
Interesting. It's like a relevant game for once.
I did see like 3 YouTube videos talking about it. Like that came out like this year.
All right. Well, if we don't got any more reviews, we are going to find out what we're playing for the month of March. Dan, you have that pick, so how about you tell everyone what we're playing and why you chose it?
I can't tell you how much I started rubbing my hands like a fly about to harvest.
What?
We are gonna be playing Dino Cop.
I don't even know what that is.
No, it's funny.
You're welcome.
I seen this earlier when I typed in that to download that demo.
It's one of those good old games I love to play, like Frog Detective and Duck Detective, but you're a cop and you're a dinosaur.
Is it made by
You
the
go
same?
around.
Is it made by the same people?
No, completely different people. I think it's like their only game that they made, maybe. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, Lauren's gonna love this.
But it's overwhelmingly positive. I found this game before it released, and I thought about picking it up, and I never did. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll pick it for the podcast game. Make me play it.
What'd you say it's called? Dino Cop?
Yeah.
Dino Cop.
Yeah, it's like Sherlock Holmes but he's a raptor or something. I don't know what
Yeah.
that-
Oh my god, this looks amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. You're gonna love this, Lauren.
We're all gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
The cover reminds me of Gex. You guys
Hey,
know
a
kinda,
it?
little,
yeah.
a little bit.
He says Dino Cop?
Dino Cop.
I like
Oh,
how
I've
he has
seen
to
this before,
I
actually.
love that he has to say it with like some weird
Yeah.
emphasis.
Dino
Sorry.
Cop.
Dino Cap.
Book him, Dino, or Dino. What the fuck you call him? I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a
Alright.
play word there.
Well, that should be exciting. Frog Detective ended up being like one of my favorite games we did on the podcast. So
Yeah, I love that game.
I got
The
Dan
Duck
that
Detective
shirt.
was fantastic when I played it.
all right, so
Still waiting on that third one.
That has been it for
Yeah.
Brutal Legend. Tunza, how about you give me your best guitar solo and give us some plugs?
Thanks for watching this episode of Nerd Like Game Club. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We post first encounters, breakdowns, and long plays. So if you want to join the club, you can find our socials in the description.
On to the final credits. At the end of each episode, we kind of just go around and talk about anything gaming related or what we've been playing or just anything in general just to close out the episode. So, does anybody have anything?
Go ahead, Hip.
Oh, this is a very important topic for me. So you remember back in 2012, right? December 17th, I believe it is to be exact, when the world was supposed to end.
Wow.
What?
Vaguely. I don't
Does-
remember the details.
I remember the Mayan
Okay.
calendar, but that was like in May.
Okay, am I crazy when I say that Xbox on the 360 had a end of the world sale with like a countdown on the dashboard? Am I crazy when I think that? Because I found 2 posts backing me up about this, and I've been losing my mind all day about it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he brought it up to me when he got home, and I was like, I don't really remember, but it was 2012. I was just playing fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 2 all the time, so I didn't really care about anything else. So it was probably there, and I just don't remember.
2012 was a
I
getting
would've-
shenanigans type of life for me at that point.
Mm.
I mean, I would have still been playing probably a bunch of Xbox, but
I think I was a PlayStation. I would go on PlayStation at that point. Like in terms of where I spent most of my time playing stuff, playing Black Ops 2.
yeah, Black Ops 2, Halo 4, Far Cry 3. Yeah, I've played Xbox, but I don't know. I'm just also thinking the Mayan calendar was earlier.
No, it was December. I looked it up whenever I was trying to figure out when it would have been.
What was the one where I was
that movie, that 2012 movie.
working at the drive-in, and I was like, the world's supposed to end, and I'm fucking working here. It was like my first job. That wouldn't have been 2012 anyways. Now that I think about that.
But
I worked there when I was like 17.
I can't.
I was sitting in the living room looking at my Xbox's death counter that they had on the dashboard.
I was in nursing school, I believe, at that time.
Oh, you've come such a far
know.
way.
If the world was ending, we were probably
Right.
drinking or doing something. Like we'd been partying or something. That would have been that era.
I can't confirm or deny that because I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I even tried looking through like my emails from like Xbox back then, and the only thing I could find was like an Xbox Live like rewards email labeled December's apocalyptic rewards. And I was like, maybe that was a thing, and I just don't remember.
It probably had like a DM from somebody that was like, "Hey, hit me up when you turn 18." Somebody's trying to groom them
Yeah.
back then.
No, that was before I added randoms. That was when I only played with people I knew. IRL.
Outside
The
of-
Rapture when
Okay.
it was at the drive-in, May
Uh,
21st,
okay.
2011.
Oh, okay.
every year, when we were supposed to die.
Yeah.
Any games you guys have been playing over the last 2 weeks? Anything new?
No, I don't think so. I played Overwatch again for the first time in like 2
That-
years.
I also played Overwatch.
That was
again.
so weird to see you playing that.
Me?
Yeah,
I was like, who?
Huh.
like Hip
Yeah.
plays. He plays Marvel Rivals, and I think it's Overwatch every single time. So, but yeah, when you you were like, oh, streaming, and I was like, oh, I wonder what he's playing, and then it was like, I think Tenzo was like, it's Overwatch, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was okay. I
Did you
played for
play
like
Mir?
5 hours or something, and I felt like we only won like 3 games. It was not a great time. It was terrible, but I had fun regardless. It was great to play that game again and have all the different abilities and such.
Did you play Mir? I really like.
I don't know who that
Legend of
is.
Halo. He's the Halo guy.
Wonder how
Oh
many people-
no, I didn't even.
Did you
I
play
don't
as-
think I played DPS like one. No, I played it like 3
Did you
times, but
play
I
as
was like
the robot
soldier or
horse?
Junkrat. Robot horse. Oh yeah, I love
Orisa.
Orisa.
I hate her.
It was
When we used to
Orisa,
play it when it
Reinhardt,
first came out.
Moira, Bastion, Baptiste.
You get
That was
some-
about it.
You get some Winston in there.
No, no
Aw.
Winton.
When we were starting to play when Overwatch 2 first came out, I would get pissed when I play tank and they switched to Orisa because it was the most boring game of my life. She was so hard meta when like Overwatch 2 came out.
Yeah.
And I
Good
would play
times.
I'd play Ryan that I enjoyed playing, and then people would switch to her, and it's like, well, I either play her or I lose the game.
Lauren, you got anything?
No, unless you guys care about me doing nerdy things like learning Python. That's what I'm
Nice.
doing currently.
And how's
That's
that
that's
going?
about it. Uh, not too bad, honestly. I forgot how much I like the idea of doing stuff like that, like coding. So, bad.
I'm still
Can
playing
you
Dragon Quest.
can you develop me an app to tell me what the weather is like outside?
There's like a billion of them out there.
Oh,
But
okay, I didn't know that. All right, cool.
But
That's
he wants,
Yeah,
specifically
you're
for
welcome.
him.
but
Yeah,
he
You
just
want
wants,
one
me.
that pops up with your name and everything?
Yeah. Like, good
No, it's like-
morning, Dan. Here's
Yeah.
the weather
Yeah,
outside.
good morning, Dan. It might spit in your mouth today, which is
Oh.
code for
Oh,
raining.
I'm
God.
so excited.
Oh god.
I think that's just called Siri with extra steps, is it not?
and then it's morning,
I don't know
Dan.
if I will.
Today we'll
Oh.
have a 0% chance of lube.
Oh, what's the point?
I couldn't even like confidently use that as like a portfolio showing my
What do
work
you mean?
because I'd be like, "What the heck is this?"
It'd be
You
so
don't- you don't
cool
get
though.
it. You just don't get it.
You
Yeah.
just don't understand. You're not hip.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
over
really?
there.
He's over there. Tunzi, got anything?
Before we recorded, I beat Alice Madness Returns, another 2011 game, also
Oh, man.
published by EA.
Oh.
It was all right. It was a good time. I'm glad I think playing games in small spurts is like the way to do it now for me.
I've been deranking a bunch in Rivals.
Hell
It's
yeah,
been
brother.
bad. I have a
And-
30% win rate right now.
You're trash.
Ooh, trash.
I am 10 games for the year so far.
Yay.
Heck yeah.
I'm still
There you
playing
go.
Dragon Quest, and that's about it. And our podcast games. That's been
Yay.
my gaming
So what you guys
portfolio.
Pokemon next week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What about
Next week?
Bloodborne?
the
Is
5th.
it next week?
Yeah, it's the 5th.
I think so.
What's the 5th?
then I-
Pokepia.
And then I got World of Warcraft Monday.
So there-
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
What the hell is Warcraft Monday?
The
World of
new
Warcraft
World of Warcraft thing comes out on
midnight.
first,
Second?
second, whatever. Second. Yeah, it's the second.
Cause my PC's killing itself. I was gonna say I got a character to max and the free to play World of Warcraft.
Hell yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, let's close out this episode. Thank you for listening to us talk about Brutal Legend. If you've played this, let us know. If you plan on playing it, let us know. And if you have anything you want to add to the conversation, also let us know. But yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks with our short game for March. And yeah, that's been about it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I